Hey guys, Put here bringing you the other week 3 matches. I have been putting them off for a while now. I kind of got behind in schoolwork with the end of the summer semester coming around, and so I've been busy on that stuff, and I just hadn't got around to doing them. We recorded we recorded 3 of the 4 games live. The first one was super exciting. The next 2 were not the best of games, and then the last one between me and John we didn't record because we didn't have anybody to record it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do each one of these kind of like the old school way, where I just go through it turn by turn. Mostly because the live videos for the other 2 were really long, and there was also not too much excitement in them, so there wasn't much like to say. I guess we were kind of just sitting here. At some points, we just like started talking about other stuff because like the games were kind of like already in hand, so they weren't the most exciting games. So yeah, I'm just gonna do them like this and talk about them. So let's go ahead and transition to the battle screen. So we got the Rattatas on the top, coached by Reagan. We got the Slakoths on the bottom, coached by Samuel. And let's go through Reagan's team real quick. He's got Keldeo, Chansey, Nidoking, Crocodile, Rotom Heat, Hitmonlee, and then on Sam's side we got Protean, Greninja, Clefable, Melodic, Latios, Electros, and Scizor. Alright, so let's just start it up. Let me make sure I got the sound music turned off here. There we go. Okay, so Reagan's going to lead with the Hitmonlee, and we get the Latios lead. So he goes for the Fake Out. So he's running the Fake Out normal gym set. And what that does is when the normal gym procs on the Fake Out, he loses his normal gym, which doubles his speed. So this is a set that Samuel didn't know about, and it really cost him here early on. So he gets knocked off by the Latios, so he thinks... So I'm not sure, like he goes into Greninja here because I know he's thinking, well, Greninja's really fast. There's no way Greninja gets outsped by this thing. But if you like look at the speeds, like Hitmonlee's speed's only 70, like base speed I think is 70. And then Latios' base speed is 110. So the only way the Hitmonlee can outspeed Latios is like if he's scarfed or if he has something else going on. And if he's scarfed, he can't use Fake Out and Knock Off. So he's obviously not scarfed. He's got something going on with him. So yeah, that's just one of those things he didn't know about. And if he would have known about it, this match would have been a lot better, I think. But he had a really, really bad start because the high jump kick just comes in and finishes off the Greninja. And then out comes the Melodic, and it gets knocked off here. But he's able to Toxic, this is really bad for Samuel. If he would have been running defensive Clefable right here, this would not have been a problem. He could have like, taken the Fake Out from Latios and then just gone straight into defensive Clefable, and Clefable can just wall this thing. Even if it has Poison Jab, like defensive Clefable doesn't care and can just like can like Moonblast. It can just like heal back up to full, like it doesn't even care. So if he would have been running defensive Clefable, this Hitmonlee would have really done like not much of anything, I don't think. But instead he throws away 2 of his biggest special attackers. So like looking back, I mean like hindsight's always 20/20 in battles. But if he had been running defensive Clefable and just switched straight into Clefable on this thing, he would have kept these 2 alive, and he would have been able to take care of this thing. And so yeah, I don't know. If he would have done that instead, this match could have gone completely different. But let's keep playing it. So then the high jump kick misses here. I think Reagan's Hitmonlee should be running close combat instead. There's no reason to run high jump kick, really. I mean, I guess there is because of how much more damage you can do because of Reckless, but it's not even Reckless because it has the Unburden. So yeah, just run close combat. It's the safer option. So the Ice Beam does finally finish him off, and out comes the Keldeo with Hidden Power, either Grass or Electric. Interesting. So Melodic switches out there and goes into the specially defensive Clefable, and it eats it up pretty good. Alright, so Samuel makes a nice double here and goes out into the Electros, predicting the Chansey. Very well played, and gets off the Superpower and almost kills. And then Reagan just gets off the Toxic. Now Samuel, I think he predicts him to switch here, which I can't blame him. So he decides to switch out again and goes into his Clefable to get a matchup against something else, but instead he just stays in. So really unfortunate play for Samuel there. He could have just gone for another Superpower and got rid of this Chansey. But he does get the Heal Bell off, so that does get the Poison off. As the Soft Bullet now comes through, and that's now a problem again. So he gets up his rocks as he gets taught poisons to Clefable, but it is Magic Guard Clefable, I believe. Yep. So it doesn't even matter that it's poison. So out comes the Scizor. I feel like if he was running a SD set here, he could have just set up on this thing. Because as you see here, Reagan has no. Let's see, what move does he end up going for? Another Seismic Toss. Yeah, Seismic Toss was doing 29%. So yeah, Samuel could have got the +6, and then probably just, I don't know, actually, he probably couldn't have swept with +6. But he could have done a whole lot of damage to his team by setting up if he wanted to. At least force in somebody on some rocks, and then, I don't know, go from there. So yeah, now we're just having a recovering stall here. So the chance he's just Seismic Tossing. So he does knock off the Eviolite, which is nice. And then he switches out again when he could have killed the. He keeps predicting him to switch Chansey, and he does switch Chansey this time into Lil Wayne. As the hidden power does a ton. Yeah, like this is just honestly like the problem for Samuel at this point is that he's missing Greninja and Latios, so he can never like sack somebody and then get into one of his powerful attackers, because two of them are already dead, and like Latios and Greninja especially threatens his team so badly. Like outside of the Chansey, like if he gets rid of Chansey, this Greninja can kind of like just clean up. So losing Greninja on turn 2 like turn 3 really hurt. So out comes the Scizor to catch the Sludge Bomb, no problem. But Nidoking has like the biggest move pool ever, so it's able to hit everything that Samuel has left hard enough to win the game. And the Nidoking is just doing the cleanup thing, killing off these fairly slow mons. So yeah, losing his 2 fast mons that could actually do damage to Nidoking and like outspeed Nidoking, Crocodile, really hurt, and Keldeo for that matter, really hurt him early on. If he doesn't lose those 2 at the start, I think he has a pretty good chance to win with Greninja. But when he lost Greninja, like things were like pretty rough at that point. Because yeah, if he didn't know about the Unburdened Hitmonlee set, and then yeah, he just couldn't ever get the battle back because he lost his 2 biggest offensive threats right out the gate. So he was never able to, you know, kill anybody. And then he also had some unfortunate switches when he could have taken out the Chansey, and then at least made it like a 4-0. But either way, that was the first game, or that was the second game of week number 3. A good game, guys. We will go into the next game. Peace.